And welcome in to Seedorf Gymnasium on the campus of West Delaware High School here in Manchester as the Maquoketa Valley Wildcats getting ready to take on the Beckman Blazers here tonight. As we get ready for this one, Dan Cassidy, John Swisher, glad to have you along as Beckman at 12-10 overall. The Wildcats at 19-2 as could have a track meet. Beckman could try to slow this down here tonight, Danny. Both teams will try to force their will on the other team here.
I would expect Beckman to be more interior oriented tonight. We'll see. Walmack versus the Tri-Rivers. It'll be interesting to see how the two teams match up, given that they're from those two leagues.
And we're underway at 6:59. The tip controlled by Beckman as they will start. Tara Hansel, Sydney Arns, Sydney Steffen, Paige McDermott, and Jessica Luke, and Sam Wall, Emerson Wittenbaugh, Ella Imler, Macy Freiberger, Maddie Andrade. There's a turnover. The Wildcats will have it coming back the other way. Up top, Wall, right side to Imler. As Wittenbaugh, bounce pass left side, Wall being very patient here right off the bat, seeing what Beckman will give him. As Beckman likes to switch up the defense. No good on the three by Imler. It's off the back of the rim and rebounded by Beckman. Up ahead, all the way in and good. On the left side with the right hand, it's Sydney Steffen. Outstanding volleyball players with that state volleyball team. One of the best. Went to a semifinal in volleyball this past fall. This is a scrum for the ball. Beckman comes back with it. And they'll set the table up top. They lead 2-0, 6:50. And counting here in this first quarter of play.
Maquoketa Valley in a 2-3 zone. Beckman had extended to 2-1-2, put a little pressure out front. Wall turned the ball over.
Right wing three, got it to go. Beckman off the bat here, 5-0. As getting the three ball that time is Paige McDermott. And here's another turnover there in the baseline. Taking that away is Jessica Lukin. And coming back the other way. Beckman for another three, no good. Left short, but a rebound there. Put up, that's no good. Tipped out, Imler will get the tip off the hands of McDermott. Ball is kicked around there, but Mac Valley able to come back with it. Kind of a similar start what we saw on Wednesday night against East Buchanan for Maquoketa Valley. They need to settle down and play basketball. As Wittenbaugh has on the right elbow. The champions shared championship with Northland, the Tri-Rivers Conference. They're 12th overall since 1974. A drive by Sam Wall, no good. Too high off the window and rebounded by Beckman. Listening live on Mix 94.7 and KMCH.com. There's a no good three from the top of the key. That time from Jessica Lukin. Bring you state tournament wrestling coverage with Roger, Jamie, and Zach coming up tonight. After a good day of wrestling for the area. As there is a missed three by Wall, and the Wildcats get the rebound back. This is the 9th meeting in the series between the two teams. It's going to be contact inside. The first foul is called as Freiberger tried to win up. But before she did, she is hit. And she'll be fouled for the Beckman foul there. Baseline inbounds underneath for Maquoketa Valley. 5-0 the lead here in favor of the Blazers. Bounce pass, Imler. Wittenbaugh loses it. Goes right in the hands of Sam Wall. Wall will drive. Kicks it out. Andre gets it out to Freiberger. Inside, Wittenbaugh going strong. Off the window, no good. Out the backside, rebounded by Steffen, and here come the Blazers, leading 5-0, just under 5 minutes to play. Here's a deep three from the Dundee area, no good. Off the mark, off the rim. We have a foul. We go back the other way. It's a blackout for the Maquoketa Valley crowd on the far side. Good student section for both here in this gymnasium that was built in 2009, and it's wrapping up its 10th season here in the next week or so. Hosting some postseason games as a Seedorf Gymnasium holds 1,800. As some substitutions coming in here as Imler, Wall, Freiberger, Andre, and Wittenbaugh still in there for Mac Valley. This one's going to be lost out of bounds. Last touch by Wall. We go back the other way.
Scott Monk trademark play right there, the lob
Yeah.
that just did not materialize from Maquoketa Valley.
5-0 here, 4.5 to go in quarter number 1. Up top with it. Now left side. Beckman leading. Maquoketa Valley. If you look at BC Moore, favored by 15. The number 9 team in 2A, according to BC Moore. Beckman is 38. BC Moore rankings. Wildcats ranked 11th in the Iowa Girls Union rankings. Beckman unranked. Head coach Chad Thomason in his 8th season at the helm.
It's postseason. That doesn't. Who knows? I mean, postseason wise, you can throw that out the window. All the stats and all the rankings.
Gives us something to talk about, so I never
True,
throw them away because
yeah.
I need something to talk about.
Sure, I got you.
There's a shot inside, no good. Off the window and rebounded. And now the Wildcats come back, still trying to get on the board here for the first time with 3.5 to go in the first quarter. Coach Thomason has a record of 67-111, 34-year-old, a Oregon native, graduated high school in 2003, a William Jewell graduate out of Liberty, Missouri. There's a 3 by Wall, no good. Rebounds out, backside, rebounded by Steffen, up ahead. That's a near travel, and is a travel. We go back the other way. She got it ahead to Olivia Pierce, who checked in moments ago. The turnover there. The Wildcats will have it.
Well, even though that was a turnover, that was the second time that Maquoketa Valley did not do a very good job of getting back in defensive transition.
And the third turnover there for Beckman. 5-0 here, Blazers. 3:13 to go here in the first quarter of play. Taya Tucker in for the Wildcats. Right elbow, throws it out the wall. It's tipped by Sydney Arns, but the Wildcats keeping it here. Himmler up top with it. She'll send it left side to Andrake. Still looking for the first points. Wittenball tight roping the inline there. Nice pass from Tucker. In contact there. Wittenball go to the line to shoot two. Steffen and Hansel were there. If they give it to Hansel here, no, they give it to Steffen. That'll be her first foul. As 5-0 here, 2:49 to go. As Wittenball will be on the line here.
It's a great high-low pass from Taya Tucker to Emerson Wittenball in the post. And Wittenball converts the first free throw.
So up and good for Emerson Wittenball. The first points of the night after the 5-0 run. As his second one is down, 5-2 now. 2:45 and counting here in the first quarter. Over the timeline with it is Steffen inside the timeline. Wow.
A little pressure by Maquoketa Valley here.
No trap out there.
1-3-1. Extended three-quarter court, 1-3-1.
And there's a 3 left wing. Got it to go. Shot it over Wittenball. The lefty, Ashley Engelken, gets it to go. As here's contact. No contact. Just the ball going to be lost out of bounds. And it will stay. Maquoketa Valley basketball.
Good find inside by Sam Wall there. Emerson Wittenball was just a good defensive play by Beckman.
Himmler looking to get it inbounded, 8-2. 6-point advantage, the largest now for Beckman. Wall drives, has it knocked away as she's going up, but getting it is a Wittenball. Here's a 3, top of the key, got it to go. Ulla Himmler for the 3 ball. And it's 8-5, a 3-point Beckman lead after a slow start by Maquoketa Valley here. Under 2 minutes and counting in this first quarter of play. A skip pass left wing. Now up top with it. Beckman inside. Double team put up. It goes out of bounds. On top of the backboard and out of bounds. It'll be Wildcat basketball.
That last 3 by Ulla Himmler from Maquoketa Valley is a direct result of Emerson Wittenball's hustle on a loose ball. She did a nice job of finding L at the top of the key for that 3.
Here is Tucker, now right side of Sam Wall. Southwest Minnesota State Division II commit. All-time leader in points in Maquoketa Valley girls basketball history. There's a shot inside, no good off the window, backside by Taya Tucker. And a foul on the rebound. As gathering that board was Olivia Pierce. And the Blazers will have it 8-5 in favor of Beckman here. They called on Emerson Wittenball, team's first foul here for the Wildcats. As Maddie Monk comes in, the Anamosa transfer a year ago for that ACL. Not able to complete her junior season in Anamosa. Then she transferred last spring here to Maquoketa Valley to play for her father, Scott Monk, the 42-year-old, the 13th year head coach here at Maquoketa Valley. 231 wins after Wednesday night, 270 in his career, 16 years. He spent 3 years at Anamosa. Here's a carry violation called on Beckman. And we go back to Maquoketa Valley way. Sydney Arns got called for the dribbling violation that time. 8-5 Beckman as Macy Freiberger will check back in. As Taya Tucker will have a breather now. 3-point Beckman lead. Largest has been 6. No lead changes and no ties. A 5-0 run started this game. The official checking something at the scores table. Matt Weiss did a great job of getting workers last second. They just lined this up yesterday. Yesterday morning. It was all wrapped up by noon that it was going to be hosted here. Original hosting site, Dyersville. Here's a slap away by Hansel. She has it off and running. Now this one's poked out of bounds, so it'll stay. Beckman basketball, baseline inbounds underneath with 52.6 to go here in the first quarter. Baseline inbounds for Beckman. Up top with it is Steffen. Left side and travel.
That's a good call.
Shuffled the feet inside the left wing. Paige McDermott. 50 seconds to go here in the first quarter.
Maquoketa Valley's got to take advantage of these turnovers by Beckman.
Himmler over the timeline, right side. Wall, Freiberger up top. Beckman with a good start to this game, playing well. Wall for a 3 to tie it up, and she does. First tie of the game. Got a timeout. With 32 seconds to go.
Interesting.
Sam Wall with the 3. No, I don't think there was a timeout.
I'm not sure why there was a stoppage.
They thought there was a timeout.
Everybody looked like there was a timeout. But
Fred Griffiths, Mount Vernon, Chris Heidelbauer of Marion, and John Dvorak of Marion, who we've seen a few times the last couple years. Good, solid crew.
Absolutely, this is a good postseason crew.
8-8, we're tied. 25 seconds to go here in the first quarter. They manage the game well, and you don't notice them too much. They stay out of it. Nothing flashy. Not out there for attention. There's a right corner 3. No good off the back of the rim. Rebound on the short corner. Baseline. It's pinball around. Beckman comes away with it. 9 seconds. Here's a 3 by Hansel. No good. Rims out. Right side. Freiberger has it. She turned into a Beckman girl. And this one's pinball around. Swatted away by Wittenbaugh. That's where our first quarter comes to a close. 8-8, we're tied. After a 5-0 run by Beckman, the 8-3 run by MV. As the Wildcats have come back and tied it up here, knotted at 8, as this is area girls basketball. You're listening to it on KMCH Sports. And we're back in to Cedar Gymnasium. John Swisher, Dan Cassett along with you. Maquoketa Valley gets the ball. And we come back the other way with the Beckman with a turnover there for Maquoketa Valley. Inside, now back out to Steffen. 8-8 underway in the second quarter of play. Up top with it, Beckman. Right wing. Now back up top. This is Sydney Arns. 7 and change and counting here in the second quarter. Here's a left wing three. Got it to go. Nothing but nylon there. Off the right hand of Sydney Arns. Second three for Beckman. The fourth free ball of the game. It's 11-8 now. The advantage by Beckman. This one's poked away by Steffen. And coming up with is Tara Hansel on the timeline. Right side. Kicking out. Right wing for a three. Got it to go. And Sydney Arns back-to-back three-pointers for the 5'7 senior. Doesn't want her career to end tonight. 14-8 now, the 6-point lead. Matches the largest lead of the game. As there is a three right side. No good. Too strong off the back of the rim. Pinball around. Monk has it. Bounce pass up to Tucker. Tucker now. Free throw line. Bounce pass inside. Freiberger off the window. Runnels around and goes on down for Freiberger. As the Wildcats now have 10 points. 14-10 Beckman. 6:15 and counting here in the second quarter of play.
I'm definitely going to run a set to Sydney Aarons right now. She's hit 2 in a row. Nope, turnover.
This one's on the ground, and Andre comes up with it. All the way in, knocked away and out of bounds. As on the baseline, Steffen could not keep it from going out of bounds. Tucker and Monk go out. Winball and Imler back in. 4-point lead, Beckman. 5:57 to go here in the second quarter of play.
Beckman's doing a really nice job defensively, just being active. A lot of tip passes. Solid defense.
Winball now Wall driving in. This one's put up. No good by Wall from the right side of the lane. They go back the other way. Beckman having the 4-point lead, 14-10. Imler harassing the guard on the right side. Left wing, skip pass, right wing. Inside, now baseline cut, put up, and no good, but a rebound by Hansel. She puts it up, no good backside. And rebounding is Freiberger. She gets it out of there to Wall. And Sam will bring it up. Stop, pop for the three ball, no good. Left short, rebounded front side into the hands of Sydney Arns. Left side, here's a three by Steffen. She gets it to go. Steffen with the three. And Maquoketa Valley calls a full timeout. 17-10. Beckman, the largest lead of 7 now. 5:07 to go in the second quarter. We'll take it with them. This is area basketball, KMCH Sports. (17-10). 5:07 to go here in the second quarter. The advantage for Beckman. John and Dan back with you here from Seedorf Gymnasium. Here's a jumper by Freiberger, no good. Off the back of the iron. And rebounded by Beckman. Left side. Arns thought about it, now up top to Steffen. Right elbow. Now a bounce pass. Now back up on top. Left wing. Arns inside. Left block. Triple team. Passing it out. Now Steffen right side for a three. Another three ball. No, that was a long two, I should say.
Yep.
By Jessica Lukin. She gets a long two ball. 4 threes already in this game. 19-10. The 9-point lead. Coconut Valley having struggled scoring there as Maddie Andre. She answers the bell for a three-pointer, and the Wildcats back within 6, 19-13. A 6-point advantage here. There's a left wing three by Steffen. That's no good. And now back up on top. Left side. Steffen inside. Hansel turnaround jumper. Puts it up and good. And Beckman just having their will offensively here. And Coconut Valley's got to find an answer soon. 21-13.
The fact that Beckman's knocking those threes down is just opening up everything inside.
Contact called. Short corner. Baseline inbounds underneath. 3:27 to go here in the second quarter. 21-13.
Beckley's just done a little bit better job with their half-court sets. They're moving the ball better. They look a little bit sharper. The Coconut Valley seeming to tend to rush things a little bit offensively.
As up top, Imler. Now Wall. Inside, off the window, and good by Freiberger. As Freiberger gets her second field goal. 3:05 and counting here in the second quarter. 6-point lead, 21-15. Right wing. Now dribbling up top is Steffen.
Coconut Valley has moved out of their 2-3 zone, is playing man-to-man.
There's a three, no good. Right side off the right hand of Olivia Pierce. Now Wall, right wing. Gives it up to Freiberger. Here's a pass inside over the lead. The outstretched right arm of Emerson Whitbaugh as it bounces out of bounds. And we have another Wildcat turnover, 21-15. 2:34 to go here in the second quarter.
Again, just a rushed possession there. They need to just settle down, run their offense, get into a set if they can, and do what they do. Beckman's doing a nice job defensively.
And up top with it. 2:20 and counting here in the second quarter. Now this is Olivia Pierce, right side. Shot up. No good off the back of the rim by Steffen. Fight for the rebound. Taya Tucker, the sophomore, fought her way in there and secured the ball. Now left side, little jumper, no good. Out the backside, rebounded by Tucker. Imler up ahead to Wall over the half-court line. Here's a right wing three. Sam Wall gets it to go. Her second three ball. 21-18 now. 1:40 and counting here in the second quarter of play.
Back-to-back possessions there by Beckman, and had pretty good looks, just didn't get the shot to fall. Now Maquoketa Valley's got back to within three.
Left side. Here's a three. Engelken, the lefty, no good off the backside. It'll be a pushing foul there as Monk trying to get after that ball. She cleared out. Aggressive push out of the way there against Sydney Steffen. And Maddie Monk picks up her first foul. Team number 2. 4 team fouls for Beckman, 2 for the Wildcats. 21-18. 1:24 to go here in this second quarter. Baseline inbounds. Underneath here. Hansel gets it in. Right side to McDermott. Here travels. She gets it out top. Steffen. Inside. Up and no good. Off the front of the rim. Rebounded up and high off the window and good. Jessica Lukin, her second field goal. Back to a 5-point lead. 23-18. Imler up top with it. Tucker now. Skip pass right side. Wall thought about a three. Drives. Had her defender in the air. Puts it up. No good. Rebound out in the middle of the lane by Hansel. And back come the Blazers with it. All the way in. A collision there. Offensive foul. Taya Tucker stood her ground and took the offensive foul. I thought she maybe reacted a little too soon. Kind of did the whole head out of the way and moved too soon. But the baseline official gave the offensive foul. We go back the other way. Tara Hansel. That's 2 on her. The post player for Beckman.
Tara did the right thing by going to the basket. The lane was wide open.
Now bounce pass left side. Update from Northland into one quarter, 12-6 in favor of the Lynx over Iowa City, Regina. Here's a bounce pass inside. Wall off the window and good. She's got 8 points now. You need her to warm up. Only 25 seconds to go. A quick moving first half. 24 minutes in real time. 23-20. The 3-point lead, Beckman. 15 seconds and counting here. Left wing. Here is a three. Up, no good out the backside by Engelken, but it bounces off a Wildcat. Beckman has it. Hansel thought about another three. 5 seconds to go. Steffen, right side. Driving back to Steffen for a deep three from downtown Earlville. No good. Off the mark front side. Rebound by Whitball. That's the way our first 2 quarters come to a close. Beckman, 23. Coconut Valley, 20. The 3-point lead for the Blazers here in this Class 2A regional final from West Delaware High School. A timeout. We'll talk about what we saw in the first half. Back after this from KMCH Sports. And we're back into Seedorf Gymnasium here at halftime. Just after halftime, starting this third quarter already as 23-20 is the score in favor of Beckman. Beckman has the lead here by 3. They were tied at the end of the first quarter, 8-8. Up top with it, now right side. There's a bounce pass on the floor with it. 2 ladies and tied up. We go, Maquoketa Valley basketball. Maquoketa Valley trailing by 3. What does both teams have to do here? Adjustments? What would you do, Danny?
Well, Maquoketa Valley came out of the locker room in a 1-3-1, and they were trapping out of it, created a turnover. So Coach Monk is trying to extend probably more to the perimeter to take those 3-point shots away from Beckman. And now Sam Wall score a basket, cut the lead to 1.
That's her 4th field goal, 23-22. John Swisher, Dan Cassett, Tom Swisher on stats here tonight. Glad to have you along. This shot inside this Class 2A. Regional final here tonight. As there's a pass by Wall, the baseline picked off. Errant pass, and we go back the other way. Here's a low pass. Imler almost able to get that one away. But coming back with it is Beckman, 23-22.
Now Maquoketa Valley's moved out of the 1-3-1 into man-to-man. So switching defenses.
Now up top, Steffen. Driving, now kicking right side. Inside a shot. That's going to be a foul, holding foul as it's Paige McDermott fighting for that ball and putting it up. She's grabbed onto by a Wildcat, and a foul called on Maddie Andre. It'll be her first, team number 1 here in the second half. There's a free throw, no good, off the back of the rim. It's Paige McDermott will have one more. McDermott, 4th leading scorer, 4 points tonight, a 65% free throw shooter, knocks down the second one. That's a 2-point lead, 24-22. The first regional final for Maquoketa Valley since 2013, the year they went to the state tournament, finished semifinals in 2A. Coach Monk's first ever state tournament appearance, the 5th in the program history for Maquoketa Valley girls. Here's Wittenball inside, strong, no good, off the back of the rim. But she'll go to the line to shoot 2.
Good ball movement offensively there by Maquoketa Valley, and a good job of Emerson Wittenball going strong to the basket. Drew the fouls, got an opportunity here to tie this game up.
As on the free throw line, Wittenball up and good on the first one. She'll have one more, 24-23, 1-point lead. Wittenball just her 3rd point, all for the free throw line so far in this game. Second one is up and good as well. We're tied up.
I think she's a player Maquoketa Valley wants to get going here in the second half. Want to get the ball inside to her. She's aggressive and physical inside. Finishes well at the rim.
Tied for the 3rd time in this game. Maquoketa Valley still has never led this ball game.
Maquoketa Valley extended 3-quarter court pressure there. Beckman does not look real comfortable with it.
Inside left block, Hansel will bounce it out. Here's an 18-footer, rolls around, plops on down. That's off the left hand of Jessica Lukin, her 3rd field goal. And now all the way in. No good by Paige McDermott off the steal. Imler will get the ball. Now we go back the other way.
Good job by McDermott getting to a passing lane, but didn't convert the layout.
And Drake back up top to Imler. 26-24 Beckman. 5 minutes to go in this 3rd quarter of play. In this Class 2A Region 4 semifinal, winner moves on to Monday night at Dubuque Senior High School, taking on the winner of Cascade and South Winneshiek. We'll get an update on that game coming up here. Missed 3 by Wall. Freiberger with the rebound. Now Tucker with the rebound. She put it up in a hurry, able to get her own rebound back, putting it up. Hansel was there for the contact. A foul call on Tara Hansel. That'll be her. No, they called on McDermott, not Hansel. Excuse me. Paige McDermott, their first. Taya Tucker will be on the line looking for her first points of the night. As Taya Tucker, the sophomore, averages 3.8 a game, 6 leading scorer on the team. She's a 52% free throw shooter. First one up, first one good. She'll have one more. It's 26-25.
Taya does her job on the boards. That's what she brings to the table, that and her defense.
As no good
Great
on the
pass.
free throw. Good pass inside. Freiberg can't get to go on the pass by Wittenbaugh. Now we have there a foul call after Beckman had the ball secured? Or no?
Clearing out.
Called on Sydney Steffen.
It's a tough call for Beckman.
Clear out it is. As ending up with the ball was Sydney Arns. Then all of a sudden the whistle came. Coach Thomason can't believe it. Off of Freiberger, and we go back the other way. 26-25, 1 point lead here for Beckman. 4:36 to go. 8 meetings before this. Only one in the postseason. Came back on February 13th, 2008. 41-39 was the win for Beckman. Their only win in the series since 2007. Beckman and the Maquoketa Valley girls. This one's knocked out of bounds. It'll stay Beckman basketball. Coach Thomason not happy with some of the contact. He's talking to the near side baseline official that has nothing to do with that play. As the far side official right there. 26-25. Up top with it is McDermott. Now left side. Driving, short corner all the way in. Putting it up, no good. Rebounded by Freiberger. And we go back the other way. Coach Thomason better be careful. Raising his arms, staring down the baseline official. One in contact there. Up top is Wittenbaugh. Now Wall comes and gets it. 1 point lead. Still a lot of time left in this game. 3:50 counting in the third quarter. 26-25 jumper in the lane from 14 feet. Good rebound again by Wittenbaugh. She goes up and she's fouled. The Beckman faithful can't believe it now. Well, that's a foul and it's not on the other end.
Yeah. Again, another tough call that works against Beckman.
Yes, and that's the third. That's a big one on Tara Hansel. And rattles around and goes on down. Emerson Wittenbaugh is 5 for 5 for the free throw line. Wittenbaugh, the second leading scorer with 12.7 tonight. She's a 59% free throw shooter. And we're knotted up again. Our fourth tie of the game. Maquoketa Valley still has not led in this game. 26 all. Pops out the last second. Wittenbaugh. And then a foul going to be called on Sam Wall. Too aggressive there as Hansel got the ball. The baseline will go Beckman way as Taya Tucker will check back in. Tied at 26, 3:40 to go here in this third quarter. As the Blazers have it going left to right.
Coach Monk clearly trying to change tempo of the game here with full court pressure.
Now, had numbers, almost losing out of bounds, saving it back in is Olivia Pierce. Now the Blazers will set it up here. It's a bounce pass up top to Tara Hansel. Left corner elbow jumper, no good. Rebounded by Tucker. She gets it to Wall. We're tied at 26. Maquoketa Valley still has not led in this ball game. 4 ties. An update from North London. Halftime is 24-21. Basket inside there for Mac Valley. They have the lead for the first time.
It's a great Euro step move by Sam Wall to give Maquoketa Valley their first lead here with 3:07 left in the third quarter. Timeout, Dyersville Beckman.
So 3:07 it is, the first lead for MV. 28-26. We'll keep it right here. A couple minutes to go here in this third quarter. So Wildcats leading now 28-26. It was 8-8 at the end of the first quarter. 15-12. Beckman outscored MV in that second frame for a 23-20 halftime lead in favor of the Blazers.
Well, obviously the halftime strategy for Maquoketa Valley was to change tempo of this game and to try to make things uncomfortable for Beckman in the full court as Maquoketa Valley's extended full court pressure man-to-man. They've played some 1-3-1 where they trapped out of it. They've changed defenses in the half court. So definitely trying to take Beckman out of their comfort zone. They've done a pretty good job of it here as we're just a little over halfway through the third quarter. Big possession here for Beckman.
2-point lead here for Maquoketa Valley. Beckman has a little more experience playing on the 94-foot floor, but well-conditioned is Maquoketa Valley, a team that likes to run. Doesn't appear that it's affected either team here tonight. It's a larger floor than both the teams' home floors by 10 feet. As left side, now pass inside, turn around, jump hook by Hansel, couldn't get it to go. Left it short. Butch Thomason wants some contact underneath by Wittenbaugh, nothing doing. Here's Wall for a three, no good. She falls down, nothing doing on the contact. Ball's going to be out of bounds. It'll be Beckman basketball. 2-point lead still, Maquoketa Valley, 2:39 to go here in this third quarter.
I think that's the right thing by Beckman to do there, is to go inside of the post, and they had a pretty good look, just couldn't get the shot to fall.
As Beckman will bring it up. Maquoketa Valley is 3-0 in non-conference games. 2-2 is Beckman. They were fourth place in the east side of the WAMAC Conference, 6-6 record. Talk about Maquoketa Valley winning their first conference title of the Tri-Rivers since 2014. They're 12th overall since 74. Here's almost a travel. No good off the front of the rim, though. On the move inside there by Olivia Pierce. Wildcats come back with it. 2-point lead, 28-26. 2 minutes and counting here in the third quarter of play. Right side. It's Wittenbaugh. Back up top. Imler bounce pass inside. Nice feed. Nice finish by Tucker. Tucker gets her first field goal. She's got 3. It's a 4-point lead. Largest lead of the game. Maquoketa Valley. 30-26 Wildcats. Now see how Beckman responds. A little contact call there on Ella Imler. As will be baseline inbounds underneath for Beckman. As 3-4 ladies now set to check in. Make that 5. Andrade and Freiberger back in for the Wildcats. McDermott. Also LeGrand, Henry LeGrand in for the first time. And Jessica Lukin back in for Beckman. Pass to Steffen, right corner for a 3. Got it to go. Sydney Steffen with a 3-ball. Her second of the game.
It's a good find on the inbound play and a big shot by Steffen. Beckman really needed that basket.
There's a pass right side of the wall. 1 point. Mac Valley lead. 1:20 and counting here in the third quarter. Imler has it up top. Bounce pass. Wittenbaugh, free throw line, drives in. Contact there. Put it up and good. They count it. As Emerson Wittenbaugh will go to the line for the old-fashioned 3-point play. 32-29. Body contact underneath, and Coach Thomason saying she ran into my defender, and that's been a big emphasis from the association and the union to call those offensive fouls, but it's hard. That's one of the toughest calls in the game, and Wittenbaugh makes the 3-point play, up by 4, 33-29.
It was a tough call. I do think it was the correct call.
As inside. In bounds, I should say. Steffen now over the timeline, right side. This is McDermott. Up top. Right side. McDermott gets it back from Steffen. 55 seconds and counting. Here's a little jumper. 5 feet out, no good. Air ball at the backside. Beckman has struggled here, only scoring 6 points. He outscored 13-6 in this third quarter right now by Mac Valley. 33-29. Wildcats lead by 4. They took their first lead with 3:07 to go in this third quarter of play. First lead of the game.
Maquoketa Valley now with 27 seconds left in the third quarter, just appearing to be going to play for the last shot.
There's a jumper by Monk, no good. Off the glass, backside rebound by Beckman. Up ahead, can't corral it there is the Beckman player, Paige McDermott, as it goes out of bounds. 33-29, 14.5 to go here in this third frame.
Watching Coach Monk's reaction to that last shot, I don't think that's what he was after there.
No. And it was his daughter, Maddie, that shot it.
She'll hear about that later, I'm sure, at home.
Yes, indeed. 4 seconds. Wall is going to drive past the double team. It's pinball around the baseline. Beckman comes up with it. That's the way the third quarter comes to a close. 33-29. 13-point quarter for the Wildcats. Only 6 for Beckman and the 4-point lead. As the Wildcats ahead here by 4. Sam Wall had 4 points in that third quarter. 6 points for Emerson Wittenbaugh. 3 for Taya Tucker. For Beckman, 3 points for Sydney Steffen. 3 for Paige McDermott. And 2 for Jessica Lukin. So 4-point advantage. And Beckman offensively, you talked about those defensive changes, adjustments that Coach Monk and his veteran staff, Brad Huber and Jesse Wooten, made at halftime, and it certainly paid off. Some cold shooting by Beckman as well. But you look at what Coach Thomason and Coach Joe Knipper will come back with here in this final quarter of regulation.
Yeah, the Maquoketa Valley did not allow Beckman to run their offense, did not allow them to get comfortable. I'm not sure that Beckman took a 3-point field goal in the third quarter, and I don't know statistically how many they took in the first half, but it had to be at least 10, and that was not something that was part of their offense in the third quarter. In fact, they just didn't get even as many shots in the third quarter as they did in either the first 2 quarters. So that defensive pressure and taking Beckman out of their comfort zone has worked for Maquoketa Valley here so far. And Beckman, number 44, Tara Hansel, drives left side, fouled. Foul is on Emerson Wittenbaugh, her second foul. Beckman will have a baseline inbound.
3 of 14 is our answer.
3 of 14.
21%.
Okay.
Yeah. They've really struggled. Here's a 3 right wing by Steffen. It bounces out of bounds. We go back the other way. 33-29 Wildcats. That YCAD of West Delaware High School tells us 521 through the gate here tonight. And this gym that holds 1,800 here at Cedar Gymnasium. This ball will go off of Beckman. It will stay Maquoketa Valley basketball. Is a dangerous pass there. And Wildcats will get on the baseline inbounds underneath on the far side. 4-point advantage for Maquoketa Valley. Update from Cascade. Cougars up 26-12 in the third quarter. It was 16-12 at half for Cascade. So they were on a 10-0 run. Inside, up, no good off the back of the rim by Sam Wall, who just bullied her way in there and tried to make something happen. And the Blazers come back with it, 33-29. This game under an hour old. We started at 6:59 here tonight. A shot no good on the right side, rebounded by Emerson Wittenbaugh. Bringing up was Imler. Imler over the timeline. Now right side to Wall. 7 minutes and counting here in the fourth quarter. Bounce pass up top to Imler from Andrade from the left wing. 6:50 and counting in this fourth quarter of play. Inside contact. Blocking foul there as Imler went aggressive on the right side. As they call the foul on Jessica Lukin, her third for Beckman. So 3 fouls on her and 3 on Tara Hansel. First one was up and no good for Imler. First time at the line. And she'll have one more. Imler, third leading scorer, 8.2 a night, 50% free throw shooter. She knocks down the second one. We have a substitution here. Taya Tucker back in as Macy Freiberger will take a seat. 34-29, 5-point lead, largest of the game for Maquoketa Valley. 6:40 and counting, trying to get back to a regional final for the first time since 2013. For Beckman, they're trying to get back to a regional final for the first time since 1999 when Mark Breitbach was the head girls coach. Jill Ray at the time, the assistant coach, was a senior on that team. They lost to Denver by 6 in O-line. Talking to her before the game, she can remember it like it was yesterday. You don't forget those.
No, you don't.
Those big losses, the regional final on the field in Beckman girls basketball history as they're trying to make history tonight and get back there. As we said, for the first time in 20 years. There's a ball knocked away, but a foul comes. Contact on Maddie Andrake. That's her second. The best record, most wins, 18 for Beckman. 1988-89 campaign. There's a toss in the middle of the lane. The 12-footer good by Sydney Steffen. Her first field goal here in this fourth quarter. Back to a 3-point Mac Valley lead. 34-31 Wildcats. 6:20 and counting here in the fourth quarter of play. Up top with it is Imler being harassed. She just dribbles right out of it. And now stepped out of bounds. Stepped back and out of bounds on the sideline. Called on Sam Wall. And we go back the other way. Not many fans that were right there on that far side. Well, Jake Hilmer is he's questioning that. See a couple of them over there. Initially, I didn't see anybody questioning that on that far Maquoketa Valley side. Jake Hilmer, the outstanding all-stater. His team play these Beckman boys on Tuesday night in Independence for a trip to the sub-state final next Saturday night right here at Cedar Gymnasium. 34-31, 5:50 and counting. Here's a jumper, no good, off the back of the rim. The 15-footer by Tara Hansel. And the shooting woes continue for Beckman. Rebound there by Imler, and the Wildcats come back with a 3-point lead. Wall has it up top. Gets it away to Wittenbaugh. Now Tucker drives all the way in, put it up, and there's contact there. And Coach Thomason not happy, can't believe it. And
he might have a gripe on that. I'm not sure. That was a good take to the basket by Tucker, but I thought she just looked a little bit out of control at the end there.
Read my mind. As hard as she goes, sometimes she's out of control. And that time, it kind of looked like she might have initiated the contact.
Yeah, I think tough call there for Beckman.
Second on Paige McDermott. Tucker on the line. She's one of two. Gets this one to go. Big free throws there for Taya Tucker, the sixth leading scorer with 3.8 a night. 52% free throw shooter. 5:31 to go here in the fourth quarter.
Taya's played a lot of valuable minutes here late in the season. Her scoring average might not be that high, but defensively and especially on the glass, she's been really big for Maquoketa Valley.
And the shot is up and good by Tucker. 3 of 4 from the line. Big shots there from Tucker, the 52% free throw shooter. 36-31, 5-point lead back to 5, the largest of the game for Maquoketa Valley. They didn't have their first lead in this game until 3:07 to go in the third quarter. 5-point lead now, 5:31 to go in the fourth.
Remember your pregame stats, Swish. 15-point differential and all that. Like I said, that goes out the window. It's just a good matchup, and it's postseason, and anything can happen.
You just never know.
I know.
That's by numbers, right. Of course.
Oh, yeah.
Of how all the numbers and stats line up. It's a much closer game. And yeah, Northland is favored by 23. There's a travel by Steffen. We go back the other way. Northland favored by 23 tonight. They lead by 3 at the end of the third quarter.
So there you go. Another example.
35-32.
Play the game.
That's
Don't get caught up in the stats. Just go do what you need to do. See what happens.
His Wall will bring it up.
But now Beckman's extending their pressure as well, what they did early in the game.
And an offensive foul called on Sam Wall. We go back the other way. Did you see it?
I did not see that. But I didn't have a good angle to I mean, it could have been. I can't really honestly give you an opinion there. I didn't have a good angle to it.
36-31, Maquoketa Valley. 4:50 and counting here in the fourth quarter. Right wing, Steffen, left wing. Now up top with it is Arns. Steffen, right side, guarded by Imler. Here's a 3. Arns, no good. Rebounds off the front of the rim. It's pinball around. It'll be Mac Valley basketball. They say I went off the fingertips of Jessica Lukin. 36-31, 4.5 to go exactly in this fourth quarter.
Beckman's had some good looks. They really have. That was a good look right there for Arns. He just couldn't get it to fall. They've struggled from the field here in the second half.
That's right side, right short corner. Now inside, Imler all the way in. Put up, that's a contact foul. As reaching over the top there, Tara Hansel. Is Tara Hansel going to be called for her 4th foul? And on the line is Ella Imler. Imler, 1 of 2 from the free throw line. 36-31, 4:14 to go. This one's up, no good. Too strong off the back of the iron. And Imler will have one more. Ella is a 50% free throw shooter. And Coach Thomason wants a timeout.
Clearly, he was at half court.
Yeah, he could not get the officials' attention in this
no.
noisy atmosphere. As a 30-second timeout. As the second timeout taken by Beckman now. We'll keep it right here. 36-31. Once again, Cascade was leading over Southwind 26-12. Last check in the third quarter. Northland ahead 35-32. At the end of the third quarter at Northland tonight, taking on Regina. As Maquoketa Valley, this is their 8th regional semifinal in 13 seasons. The program has only had 8 losing seasons in the history of the girls basketball program, dating back to 1960 for Maquoketa Valley girls. Imler now on the line. 5 state appearances. Beckman looking for their first ever. A trip to their second ever regional final. As a no good on the free throw by Imler. Beckman has it. Down 5 of the Blazers. 4 minutes and counting here in the fourth quarter of play. Left side now back up top. And there's a 3.
Big shot.
Sydney Steffen hesitated, then took the 3 ball. Gets her team back within 2. 36-34. And ball is knocked away by hustling Sydney Steffen, but a little contact there. She'll pick up her 3rd foul.
That's the second shot that Steffen has hit here in the second half that I considered a very timely shot, a shot that Beckman needed. And she stepped up and knocked it down.
Imler on the line. Mr. Last 2 makes this one. Big free throw there as they lead back to 3, 37-34.
That's tough to do. You've just missed your last 2 in a row, but she stroked that one with confidence.
As there is Imler for the second one. Hits the rim and goes on down.
Maquoketa Valley's now out of the zone and in man-to-man, and Beckman just turned it over.
And the Blazers, a turnover there. Maquoketa Valley will come back with a 4-point lead. 3:25 to go in the fourth quarter. As Wall, 9th turnover of the game for Beckman. Inside, Wittenbaugh splits a double team but can't get to go. As it rolls off the front of the rim, rebounded by McDermott. Here comes Beckman. 38-34 Mac Valley. Pass left side, Steffen for a 3 again. No good. Off the backside, rebound. Hansel, right time, right play. She kicks it out to Steffen. What about another 3? McDermott will fire up the 3. No good. Off the back of the rim. Rebounded by Wittenbaugh. They like to throw up the threes. Is 49 of 203, just 24% coming in. There's a shot inside the Mac Valley. No good. And jump ball going to be called. Wittenbaugh tied up with Tara Hansel. And it will stay Maquoketa Valley basketball at the 4-point lead. 2:46 to go here in the fourth quarter.
It's an example right there, Wittenbaugh, and her aggressiveness on the glass, in a position to get an O-board and keep the possession for Maquoketa Valley.
And the shot inside off the window and good by Sam Wall. The All-Stater steps up. Her first field goal of the fourth quarter. 6 on the game now. 14 points for Sam Wall. A shot inside, no good. Backside rebound, that's put up and good by Jessica Lukin. Her 4th field goal of the game. She's got 8. Lukin comes in averaging just 3 a game. So back to a 4-point lead. 2:28 to go. A 30-second timeout here for Coach Thomason. And the Wildcats will come back with the basketball. Leading by 4 here, 40-36.
Well, it's Sam Wall time for Maquoketa Valley. I would imagine that the other 4 players are on a layup-only mandate, and Sam is going to do what she does out front with her ball skills, get to the rim if she can, dish if someone's open, but the ball is going to definitely spend most of its time in Sam's hands, as it should be at this point with 2:28 left in the game.
And Wittenbaugh can run the baseline. She needs to. So Wittenbaugh, Wall, Imler, Andrade, and Freiberger, the 5 for Mac Valley. Hansel also in there is McDermott, Arns, Pierce, and Steffen for Beckman. This ball's knocked away. Wittenbaugh comes up with it on the floor. Coach Thomas wanted to travel. Thought she turned over with it. It was close. She got rid of it. And now Maquoketa Valley play keep away a little bit. Sam Wall can handle that basketball. She gets rid of it to Andrade. Back to Wall. 40-36. 1:55 and counting, and a foul. And that's the 10th team foul to the wall. To the line is Sam Wall. And that's what exactly you want for Maquoketa Valley, as Wall, the 83% free throw shooter. She leads the team on a squad that shoots 62%.
Well, I said it the other night, at this point in the game against East Buchanan, it's Sam Wall showcasing her ball skills that she worked so hard on in the offseason.
Up and good. Sam Wall. She'll have one more. All-State point guard, leading scorer. She got 1,000 points late in the season last year. Scored the most in a season as a junior last year, 473 points. Second one up and good for Sam Wall. And it's a 6-point lead for Mac Valley, 42-36.
Beckman does not need a 3 here. They need to get to the rim, score, and call timeout. Turnover.
And Andre going to lose it out of bounds as they came up with it. Tucker on the floor threw it out to Andre, and it bounced off her hands and out of bounds. And coming back in, Jessica Lukin. Baseline inbounds. McDermott gets it into Steffen. 6-point lead inside. Up, rattles around, and goes on down off the hand of Jessica Lukin. She continues her solid night offensively, only averaging 3. She's got 10 points now.
It's a nice inbound set executed by Beckman.
Back to 4-point lead. Jump ball. Call the timeout. Oh, my. They give Maquoketa Valley a timeout. Coach Thomason can't believe it. Thought for sure it'd be a jump ball. But the 30-second timeout instead.
Well, the official was standing right there. So
he was.
If Coach Monk called it, which obviously he must have, he was right beside him to hear him make that call.
42-38, 4-point lead. A little over a minute to go in this game. Maquoketa Valley just taking their first lead. 3:07 to go in the third quarter. Had 4 ties, 1 lead change. As a score update from North Lynn. And the Lynx have won it 50-39. Ellie Ware with 32 points on the night. As Grace Flanagan with 13. Grace with all hers in the second half. Near travel there, but Wall gets it back. Here's a skip pass right side. This is Imler. Gets it back up to Wall. 105 and counting. 42-38. Left side. Up top to Wall. Wall getting rid of double team. She'll dribble out of it. Gets it to Imler. Contact comes as Wall crashes to the floor. And she'll go to the line to shoot. 2. McDonald's All-American candidate as well as Sam Wall, the All-Stater. She's been a gym rat for not being a daughter of a basketball coach. She is close as you can get to a gym rat. She's been running around the gym. And she was a younger girl taking after her sister, Kinder Kragel, who is an outstanding athlete in Maquoketa Valley. The free throw up and good. She'll have one more. 5-point lead, 43-38. Maquoketa Valley looking for their first regional final appearance since 2013. The second one is good. A timeout, back to a 6-point lead. 44-38, 59 seconds to go. And it has to be a full timeout. We'll keep it right here. So 50-39. The 11-point win for North Lynn. So North Lynn will advance on. We'll take on the winner of Wilton, Minneapolis on Monday night at Cedar Rapids Prairie. That regional final. Their 9th regional final in a row. And 9 20-plus winning seasons in a row for Coach Brian Wheatley, Kevin Getkin, and company. Northland girls basketball program looking for a state tournament appearance. As we'll get a check of that Cascade game. As told you, 26-12 was our last check late in the third quarter of that one. 44-38 here. Maquoketa Valley's got to be smart here. Yeah. They have 7 fouls. Don't want to put Beckman on the line and stall the clock here.
Right. Well, Beckman's going to spread the court, look to penetrate and pitch to somebody maybe for an open 3, although you don't have to shoot a 3 yet. But it's getting close here now for Beckman.
Driving in Hansel, kicking out for a 3. No good off the backside. Rebounded by Tucker. That's going to be a foul. Reaching over the top was Terry Hansel. And Maquoketa Valley will shoot it. 2 shots coming for Taya Tucker.
Well, Beckman got a good look. And much like the second half is gone for them, the shot just didn't fall, but they did exactly what they needed to do there in terms of getting the penetration from the top of the key area, drew the defense, kicked to the wing. It was an open baseline 3, but unfortunately for Beckman, it didn't fall.
No free throw there for Tucker. She'll have one more. 44-38, 50 seconds to go. And no good off the left side. Still a chance.
Still life.
45 seconds, 2-possession game. Left side, but throwing it out of bounds as cutting away was Stephan. And we go back the other way. Maquoketa Valley will have the basketball.
Wasn't a bad idea there with the backdoor cut, but unfortunately they weren't on the same page.
So Mac Valley comes back with it. Over the timeline is Wall. And now a foul comes. Wall go back the line to shoot 2. She's made all 4 here in this fourth quarter. She shot no free throws in the first 3 frames.
Well, she had a similar game the other night where she didn't make a lot of field goals necessarily, but she did a good job of attacking the basket, keeping the ball in her hands late, getting to the foul line, and hitting throws. That's what a good player will do.
Wall was just 4 of 13 from the floor the other night, had 19 points, 9 of 10 at the free throw line, to your point. 45-38, second one bounces around off the back of the rim and down. So Sam Wall, another one there. 6 for 6 here in this fourth quarter. No good on the 3 up top. Rebounded by Wittenbaugh. And the Wildcats are seconds away from advancing on to their first regional final since 2013, their last state tournament appearance in girls basketball history at Mac Valley. Denying Beckman of their first regional final since 1999, but what an effort it was for Beckman. Maquoketa Valley will get out of here with the 46-38 victory. What a comeback effort, 46-38. As they outscored Beckman 13-9 in that fourth quarter of play. And the 8-point victory here tonight. Give Beckman a lot of credit. Boy, did they do a lot of things right. Early in this game, shots were falling. They were playing well, executing. And Maquoketa Valley made some adjustments And it was a different second half, but still, Mac Valley didn't take their first lead until 3:07 to go. Once they did, they held on to it. Only one lead change and 4 ties in this one here tonight.
You're right, Swish, in terms of Beckman coming ready to play and having a nice game plan. And they in the first half were able to, although they didn't shoot it real well, but they were still able to make some threes, which got them an early lead. And they scrapped the entire game on defense. The second half, those shots just didn't fall. Beckman really struggled to get a shot to fall, and Maquoketa Valley turned up the pressure defensively, extended into the full court. I really think that was the difference, because it took Beckman out of their comfort zone. Their guards, in terms of ball handling, they're not bad, but that's not a strong suit necessarily, and that it just broke their rhythm, and then those shots didn't fall. But it was a great effort by Beckman, and it was a 15-point differential or whatever you said in the pregame, and here it came down right to the last minute of the game. Maquoketa Valley had to hit free throws in order to get out of here with a win. They're very fortunate to do that, and kudos to Beckman for a great effort here tonight.
The 11th ranked team in Class 2A survives. The 5th ranked team in 2A moves on as well. Cascade with the victory tonight, so it'll be Cascade and Maquoketa Valley. Another meeting in the postseason. Haven't had one in a few years. As you go back to the 2014-2015 season, Mac Valley lost to Cascade by 7 at Cascade. As that was the last postseason meeting between the two teams. And then a regional semifinal back in the 08-09. Lost to Cascade by 5. So 2 postseason meetings. Cascade has won them both. And they will play on Monday night at Dubuque Senior High School. We'll have the coverage for you right here from KMCH Sports. First of a doubleheader live on Mix 94.7. As the West Delaware boys will open up on Monday night against West Liberty right here at Cedar Gymnasium in the Class 3A postseason tournament trail. Bill Logan, Corey Coates will have all that action, as will be at Dubuque Senior High School for Maquoketa Valley girls basketball and Cascade girls basketball as they battle each other on Monday night. Northland, congratulations to Coach Wheatley and company, the 50-39 win here tonight as Northland gets the victory by 11 over Iowa City Regina. They move on to another regional final. So Maquoketa Valley, it's the 46-38 victory, the 8-point advantage here tonight. And quality effort by Maquoketa Valley. Sam Wall with 20 points. 8 points for Emerson Wittenbaugh, 6 for Ella Imler, 4 for Macy Freiberger, 5 for Taya Tucker, 3 for Maddie Andrag. 4 Beckman, 13 for Sydney Steffen, 10 for Jessica Lukin, 6 apiece for Paige McDermott and Sydney Arns, 2 for Tara Hansel. Blazers bow out. Back-to-back 12-win seasons. They end at 12-11, 2-3 in conference play. Mac Valley moves on at 20-2, 4-0 in non-conference play. For Beckman, 2 winning seasons after several losing seasons in a row. First 2 winning seasons for head coach Chad Thomason, who got to this area from knowing Harold Shepard, the former longtime veteran coach in Iowa girls basketball history at Jessup, and then at Benton Schellsburg, I should say Benton, and then Jessup, and then West Delaware to finish out his career. As that's the connection there, as Coach Shep and Chad coached together at William Jewell in Liberty, Missouri, as the Wildcats get the win 46-38. And again, we go back to those adjustments. Coach Monk and his coaching staff, give them a lot of credit for doing some different things there in the second half and saying, hey, we got to mix it up. We got to do something different here. And they did. And Beckman, it wasn't just not having an answer or being able to do something different. It was Beckman just not shooting. We said 21% at one point in that second half. And sometimes you can't you can't do much. You can't cure a cold offense like that. You just got to keep on trying. And nothing was working in that second half for Beckman here tonight after a tremendous first half of play shooting-wise.
Yeah, it's not you can't afford in any game, but especially in the postseason, you don't want to go. You don't want to go too many empty possessions in a row, whether it be turnovers or missed baskets. And Beckman did that and allowed Maquoketa Valley to gain the lead. And then once they took the lead, you could just tell that Beckman began to press a little bit offensively. And again, Maquoketa Valley, they ratcheted it up defensively, which made a difference as well. So,
yes, indeed, as the Wildcats with the 46-38 lead, as Chad Thomason, the head coach of the Beckman Blazers, joining us first here, and then we'll get to Maquoketa Valley coming in as Coach Thomason joining us here on the post game. As your team, what an effort coming out. You battled right from the get-go. You had the lead in this game for a long time. Maquoketa Valley didn't have the lead until 3:07 to go in that third quarter. You had to like the intensity from your girls and the effort right off from the get-go here tonight.
Yeah, that's kind of what we pride ourselves on, is playing hard the whole time. I'm going to apologize. I'll probably get emotional here, but I'm so proud of these girls. Like I told them in the locker room, they left everything on the floor, and that's what I ask from them all the time. And a couple of calls, couple of balls didn't go our way, and that was just the difference tonight.
You talked about this group of having fun and finally coming together and getting it, and it showed with the way you're playing late in the season here and the 12 wins, back-to-back 12-win seasons for your program after some tough losing seasons the last few years. And this group, boy, they battled tonight. Boy, they make some shots, especially three-pointers in that first half.
Yeah, usually we don't make those threes. Monk called a timeout, and I asked them why they hadn't done this all season, and they all told me they saved them for tonight. So, no, they hit big shots. We needed them tonight. I thought there's a couple of ones that went in and out that could have went either way. And like I said, I can't say much more about the group of girls that we have. And hopefully moving forward, the younger girls see that and put the time in and effort in to try to get better.
And what a game plan you had here tonight as your focus on stopping, of course, Maquoketa Valley's main threats and doing some different things. Adjustments came by Maquoketa Valley. What'd you like about your game plan? What was working there the most?
That's what a lot of people ask us about our game plan. We really don't scout a whole bunch. It's probably a little bit of my fault, but I just think that we wanted to work on what we do well. Man-to-man, half-court defense, I think we play well and play hard, and that zone that we play tries to get them in different positions that they don't always see, and I thought we did a good job of doing both of those. But like I said, I'm proud of our girls, and they can't look back and say, I wish I would have done this better. I wish I could have played harder, because like I said, they left everything on the floor.
You talked about it, some just close things either way. In a battle like this, you're going to have it. Some balls just didn't go in the hoop here tonight for whatever reason, and you're going to have that sometimes, and you just got to fight your way through that. And here tonight, it didn't go your way, but what an effort by your team again.
Yeah, I'm proud of these girls. They do an extremely good job, and I told the younger class when they got big shoes to fill. So,
Coach, I commend you on your kids' effort tonight, and you did shoot the ball well from three early, and that really got a jump start to you. You had a 15, you had a 8-8 at the end of the first quarter, but you jumped out on a 5 or 6-0 run, and you started about as well as you could possibly have given the environment and the level of the game. So you had to be happy about that.
Yeah, I was proud. They took that energy from the beginning of the game and they made shots at the beginning. And, that was the kind of thing towards the end. We stopped making those threes and getting those. I mean, and got to give credit to Mac Valley. They turned their defense up and after the first quarter, first quarter and a half. And but I thought we did a good job taking the shots that we want. And we had 16 threes attempts at halftime, which we usually do that for a game. So I kind of told them that we need to attack the basket more. But the girls do take what they give them. I mean, when they're in the zone, they are giving us threes, so that's what we took.
Say goodbye to the great leadership 5 seniors here tonight. And what you talked about that leadership before the game that you're most proud of, these girls stepping up and saying, hey, we can do something special here. You're trying to get back to your first regional final since 99, came up a little bit short, but it wasn't because of lack of effort and the leadership here tonight, and those girls commended. And you said nobody can take this effort and what they did with this team away from them.
Yeah. The 5 seniors have been playing for me for 3 years now. They came up as sophomores and played varsity. So, like I said, I told you before the game, and they usually know I'm going to call before I call it, and that helps a lot. But, we have the the single season block holder with Tara and the career block holder with Tara for Beckman Catholic, and we have Sydney Orange broke the steal record against Bellevue, and Sid Steppens right there. She got hurt this year, missed 4 or 5 games, so she would have been right there with steals. And I can't say enough about this senior class, and we're gonna miss them tremendously. But I hope that the younger girls see what they did and try to match them.
Exactly, and the impact that they leave on this team now, and what a great experience for this team to get to the regional semifinal. And now on the bucket list, you have more. You have more girls to get to. You have that hunger ready to go for more, and to get back to the regional final is in the back of their minds now, and that'll be a driving force in the offseason.
I hope so. I hope we see more girls in open gyms. I hope we see more girls shooting on their own time. The way the community came together, we haven't had this fan base like this since I've been here. So, the girls really had our community buying in, had our school buying in, and that's just really fun to see. The atmosphere tonight was incredible between the Mac Valley fans and our fans. It was just incredible, and some detriments too. My girls couldn't hear a word I was saying on the bench, but this atmosphere.
Officials didn't give you that timeout. It took.
Oh my gosh! I almost had to go steal the ball from the girl at the free throw line. Yeah, but what I'm most happy for as the girls is they got to play in an atmosphere like this. And I've been here 8 years, and it hasn't ever been like this. Even with the Cascade and West Dubuque games, it hasn't been like this. So I'm so happy for the girls that they got to play in this atmosphere.
Indeed. All right. Congrats on the season here. Second winning season in a row for Beckman girls basketball. Congrats on the effort here tonight. Best of luck in the offseason. Thanks for your time as always.
Thanks for having me. Appreciate it. Thanks for coming, guys.
Absolutely. Chad Thomason, the head coach of the Beckman Blazers. Appreciate his time as always here. As Scott Monk making his way up now, the head coach, 13th year head coach of the Maquoketa Valley Wildcats, as we will talk to him in the postgame here as he gets a team back to the regional final for the first time since 2013, the last state tournament team. And Coach Monk has been through this. We talked about 16 years, a lot of basketball. He's seen a lot over the years, and 13 years here at Maquoketa Valley. And it goes back to you can't take this kind of stuff for granted. Soak it in, experience it. It's something that you have to impress on high school kids, 16, 17, 18-year-old kids to cherish these opportunities because they don't come every day.
Well, and you don't realize it as a 16-year-old because you're in the midst of it. It's not until you're 25, 30, 35, as probably a lot of the people listening can remember back to their days of playing. And a lot of people would love to have that opportunity to go back again and play in that sub-state final or playing that regional final because those, or just a game in general, because they come and go so quickly.
Indeed, they do. As the Wildcats get the victory here tonight by the score of 46-38. And Scott Monk, the head coach of the Maquoketa Valley Wildcats, getting his team back to the regional final for the first time since 2013. And the Wildcats, the 8-point victory as we bring Coach Monk in here. And what an effort by your team. Got down a little early, had to battle back, didn't take your first lead till late in the third quarter of play, but patience, perseverance, you stayed with it, and you made some adjustments at halftime. And this group of girls battled and found a way here tonight with you, Coach Huber, and Coach Wooten's guidance here.
I think our adjustment was we just hoped they would quit making threes. They couldn't miss. They shot really well tonight. And on a big stage, credit goes to them. We didn't do a good job getting out on their shooters, but they still made them.
But I thought your halftime adjustment, though, where you extended pressure, you took them out of their comfort zone in the second half. You didn't let them run their half-court offense. And that their guard play was okay, but wasn't a strong point to their team. And by extending pressure, that took away a lot of it. It gave you an opportunity to identify those three-point shooters easier.
Right. We really wanted to get out. That was the plan to start the game, ironically enough. And we played more man than we normally play. And we did. We wanted to get out on their guards and pressure it and make sure we had enough backside help. Like basically what we told our kids at halftime, if they're going to score, it has to be going to the bucket. Right. It can't be wide open shots. Right. And, we were going to dig on the post and we were going to double the first pass if we needed to, but we just couldn't let them get comfortable shooting threes.
Right.
Because obviously it was their night. To their credit, man, they shot the ball well.
Yeah, they did. No question about it, especially when you look statistically what they were shooting from three-point range coming into the game and then what they shot in the first half. Yeah, tip of the cap to their girls for stepping up and making shots.
Yeah, I mean, we buckled down defensively. I was really proud with our effort on the boards. I thought
much
we
better tonight than against
well.
East Buchanan in the first half, especially, and throughout the game, but especially the first half tonight.
And the Wildcats with the 46-38 win. A couple of Maquoketa Valley players will come up here now. Coach Monk, thank you for your time. Best of luck on Monday night. Sam Wall will join us now, the tremendous All-State guard. Congratulations to you getting to a regional final. First time in your career. What a feeling this is for you and your team.
Yeah.
Talk about the emotions here.
Honestly, I don't even have words for it. Like Monk said, you finally get to achieve your dream, and that's exactly what it is. I just started tearing up when I went out and saw the huge community that came and supported us tonight. Was a huge benefit for tonight.
Absolutely. As you've been around this program for quite some time with your older sister Kendra being a part of the program, and as we mentioned, outstanding athlete at Maquoketa Valley. And this game here tonight wasn't going your way for a while. Didn't take your first lead till 3:07 to go in the third quarter, and the shooting was going towards Beckman's way. Their shots were falling, 4 threes in that first half. They had 2 in the second half. But what was the difference? What changed things there in that second half, late in the third quarter into the fourth, that gave you guys that spark?
Honestly, our grit, our toughness. I was so proud of our team. We rebounded, held them to one shot, got on, pressured the ball, got on their shooters, and really, I think the big factor was just rebounding.
So Monday night, the opponent, the Cascade Cougars, as they got the win tonight over Southwind in Cascade. So getting ready for a regional final match on Monday night. So the mindset, of course, going in, enjoy this one for a little bit and get back ready, get focused over the weekend and get ready for a big game, the biggest game of your career so far on Monday night.
Yeah.
All right. Best of luck. Congratulations on the win.
Thank you.
Ella Imler now standing in, the sophomore, who did a tremendous job here tonight, as ended the game with 6 points, but heck of a defensive effort by your team in that second half. It was tough going, as we talked about. They weren't missing anything in that first half of play with 4 3-pointers. Early on, you just had to stay with it. You had to stay with the perseverance, and you fought back. You kept on fighting, and finally your shots started falling.
Yeah.
And what was the difference there in your mind in that second half for your team?
Just taking a deep breath, relaxing, knowing we could do it, putting it all together.
Yes, indeed. Putting it all together, and your team, you helped out making some free throws down the stretch and sealing the win, as did Sam Wall and Taya Tucker as well. But it was a team effort. Good balance here tonight with yourself, Emerson, Sam, Macy, Maddie, and Taya all chipping in offensively here tonight for this team to take down Beckman and get to the regional final. What's this mean to this group of girls? You put in so much time, so much commitment to this program. What's it mean to get to the regional final Monday night?
It feels so great. I'm so proud of my team for working hard to get this far.
And it's just a close-knit group of girls. You get along so well on the floor, off the floor, and that kind of close-knit communication relationship benefits when you're on the floor. You're not afraid to talk to each other.
Yeah.
At least Coach Monk hopes not most of the time, right?
Yeah.
All right, so the regional final, get ready for Cascade now. So you'll have time, like I talked to Sam about, you have time to celebrate this for a little bit and then get ready for Cascade on Monday night.
Yes.
All right, congratulations.
Thank you.
Good luck to you.
Thank you.
Ella Imler.
Nice job,
Sophomore guards for the Maquoketa Valley team joining us here in the postgame as the Wildcats get the victory here tonight. Final score 46-38. It was a tie ball game, 8-8 at the end of the first quarter. And then Beckman outscored Mac Valley 15-12 at the end of the first 2 quarters, 23-20. Beckman with the advantage. And then Maquoketa Valley outscoring Beckman 13-6. And then third frame, 33-29 was the score heading into the fourth quarter, as that first lead came at 3:07 to go in the third quarter for Maquoketa Valley. 13-9. Maquoketa Valley outscored Beckman in that final frame. 4 ties, 1 lead change in this game, as it took about an hour and 16 minutes here tonight from Seedorf Gymnasium. As shooting-wise for Beckman, we talk about the struggles. They finished with 21%, 7 of 33 on the night from the floor. From three-point land, they were 8 of 16 for 50 30%, as Maquoketa Valley shot just 30% from the floor, but 72% from the free throw line, 18 of 25, 4 of 8. 4 of 8 there for 50%. So for a team coming in shooting 62%, 72%, and that shows how important those free throws are. It was an 8-point difference in the game, and it shows that repetition and that in the gym time and free throws and those little things of this game of basketball can become so important at times.
Well, it really starts, you're right with the free throws, but with the ability to handle the ball, to handle the pressure, to make decisions with the ball, to meet your passes, to be strong with the ball. All those things, like you said, they're little things, but they all matter, and they get amplified in late game situations especially. And I've been watching enough basketball to know that it boils down to layups and free throws really in the end in a close ball game against two competitive teams. And Maquoketa Valley got to the line. Maquoketa Valley converted their free throws, and Maquoketa Valley moves on. But again, both teams were well prepared. Both coaches, both coaching staffs did everything they could to get their girls prepared to play. Both teams went out and played as hard as they could. One team wins. It happens to be Maquoketa Valley. Beckman's got nothing to hang their heads about, and I guess it's probably back to work tomorrow for Beckman for next season. But Maquoketa Valley gets prepped now for Cascade, and it's a good ball game. It'll be a good atmosphere, I'm sure, Monday night at Dubuque Senior.
That senior high school home of the Rams on Monday night. We'll have the coverage here around 7 o'clock here on Mix 94.7 and KMCH.com as Mac Valley out-rebounded Beckman tonight. Rebounding was better than that start the other night in the game at Delhi against East Buck, 14-10 unofficially on the boards. They had more turnovers, did Mac Valley, 14-10. That's Beckman did a nice job of taking care of the ball a little better. Mac Valley, that'll be a point of concern of taking care of the ball better for Coach Monk and company come Monday night, as they get ready to take on the Cascade Cougars, as Cascade got the victory tonight in Cascade at home over South Winneshiek by the commanding score of 46-20. Congratulations to Coach Sconza and company as they look for another state tournament appearance. The Class 2A state defending champions trying to get back to the well. As also we told you, North Lynn back another regional final appearance for them. As North Lynn with that 50-39 final. Ellie Ware, the sophomore, with 32 points tonight. And Grace Flanagan had 14. Kylie Kurt with 4 for the Lynx, who improve on. Has only one loss, and it came to this Maquoketa Valley team. The reason why they share the Tri-Rivers Conference. So Maquoketa Valley moving on, 46-38. The victory over the Beckman Blazers. And best of luck to Beckman, their offseason. A heck of an effort, solid play here tonight. Shots didn't fall the way they liked them to and the way they were falling in that first half of play. And Beckman comes out on the short end of this one, 12-11, their record as the second winning record now in a row for Beckman girls basketball, as they say goodbye to those 5 seniors. Sydney Arns, the 5'7" guard. Also, Sydney Steffen, Jessica Lukin, Kylie Willenbring, and Tara Hansel, the seniors for Coach Chad Thomason, Jill Gnipper, and Becca Deitmeyer, who say goodbye to those 5 seniors and get ready for the off season. The Wildcats get the victory, 46-38. Danny, thank you for your time, your insight as well. Maybe we can do it again on Monday night. We'll have to see the schedule here and see what's going on, but it should be a heck of an atmosphere, as you talked about it, and a heck of a game with Cascade and Maquoketa Valley. Again, contrasting styles, as Cascade will want to slow it down and pack it in their 2-3 zone there, and Maquoketa Valley, how will they answer it? And it'll be interesting. Maquoketa Valley's been playing a lot of zone as well lately, and of course, Cascade's offense certainly knows how to go up against the zone. They see it every day in practice. So it'll be an interesting chess match, as we talked about. They haven't met in the postseason in now 4 years. Coach Scons and Coach Monk, that was in Cascade. Cascade coming out victorious by 7 points. But just the middle part of the game, we'll see how both teams get ready and prepare and come out to play on Monday night.
That's one of the beauties of this time of year as a coach. And when you work your way down the tournament trail, to have that opportunity to X and O and compete against, you're going to be competing against another coaching staff it's a high level coaching staff as well, because you're playing that team at this level, at a regional final level. So Cascade's got a slight advantage with the experience factor.
Yes.
Certainly having worked their way down the tournament trail and done what they did last year. Coach Gonza, enough said there. He's been over 300 wins and done what he's done is tremendous at Cascade.
And featuring 2 over 1,000-point performers in all-state guards, Nicole McDermott and Sam Wall. What a guard matchup that'll be.
That'll be a classic matchup.
Indeed.
Yeah, definitely. It'll be exciting, and I know both communities will be there in full force, and it'll be exciting. So we'll see what happens.
Yes, indeed. As Maquoketa Valley came back to their first regional final in 6 years, Cascade have been there the last several years as they'll meet on Monday night at Dubuque Senior High School. Thanks to studio producer Mike Johnson. Thanks to my partner Dan Cassett, my father Tom Swisher for chipping in, helping out with stats here tonight up inside Seedorf Gymnasium at West Delaware High School as well. As we send you on your way, enjoy the state wrestling coverage. Still more coming from Wells Fargo Arena here tonight, as Jamie, Roger, and Zach will keep you updated on all the coverage coming from Des Moines, as we'll have Coach's Corner tomorrow morning at 9 a.m. State wrestling coaches on, and then we'll have state wrestling matches on from about 10 to 2, and then again the finals tomorrow night. Bill and I will be on the road in Cedar Rapids tomorrow night for Western Dubuque Class 4A second-round action, as Coach Amy Oswinkle was here tonight. Amy Helly, the early 2000s graduate of Maquoketa Valley, one of the top 5 players of all time in this girls basketball program. Amy Helly, now Amy Oswinkle as the head coach at Western Dubuque, as Coach Oswinkle over 1,000 points in her career as she graduated in the early 2000s, as in 01, I believe, as she'll have her team ready for the Saints of Cedar Rapids Xavier tomorrow night. We'll have all that action 7 o'clock live here on KMCH.com. For Dan Cassett, John Swisher saying have yourselves a good and safe rest of your Friday night. So long, everybody, from Manchester, Iowa.